What's that saying they always say? It's either you die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a 550 merchant.
Yeah.
And no, Pep Guardiola. What damn, can I just be honest? We've had a lot of Big Six games in the past, like since the season has started. We've had like 4 already, like big games amongst the big teams.
Yeah.
And some have been a lot more entertaining than others. But usually one thing about City, I would always say, whenever they play against the Big Six, it was always a big game. City were never the most, exciting team to watch because they'd always suffocate teams with possession.
Yeah.
But when they played against the big teams, they'd always give you a game, whether it was Madrid, whether it was Liverpool, even if it was Tottenham, they'd always give you a game.
Yeah.
And this was the first time where I just feel like Pep Guardiola immediately just said that, guys, let's just go at them. And then once we hit our opportunity, we just let them have the ball. Which again is so foreign for a Pep Guardiola team, which is so foreign for this Man City team, this team that has literally dominated the league for the past decade.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to ask you, when you're watching this game and you're seeing that, first couple of games, we've got ourselves something, they score, Man City score, you're like, all right, Arsenal, let's get into it. And they just sort of sat back and let Arsenal really pepper them with shots and opportunities, and they just say, no, we'll just absorb it. Is it a thing of because of the last time they were at the Emirates, it was 5-1?
Yeah, 5-1, yeah.
Do you think it was that, or I don't know, man, it was such a weird decision from Pep off the bat, and you could notice it, and you're like, I mean, I don't know.
I think we saw a glimpse of it in the Manchester derby. A little bit of it, because in the second half, we literally dominated ball possession.
They let us.
That was so weird. But I don't think he thought Arsenal would be capable of dealing with them starting the transition. Yes, the first goal by Erling Haaland was a transition goal from Man City. He holds up the ball well, lays it off to Reinders. Reinders drives through midfield while Haaland is making his run, unmarked, lays it off, cool and calm finish for Erling Haaland, who gets his 9th goal in 4 games now.
Imagine.
Yeah, but I think they underestimate. Pep probably thought we can do this. We
can like hold out. Hold out. Yeah.
We did it against Man United. We got 3 goals out of goals in transition. Against the run of play, we can do it at the Emirates too. And Arsenal, after that goal, sort of dealt with it much better. But you still expect Man City to have something, bro. I know Jeremy Doku is usually like their outlet, but they weren't using him. Good job to Timber for keeping him on lock. No, so Rodri wasn't getting on the ball, stringing passes, bro.
And just trying to like dictate the game.
Basically. Yeah, dictate the game. He wasn't doing that. You weren't seeing Ruben Diaz and Josko Gvardiol pushing up, allowing themselves to be involved in the play, which is something that we've noted that will change, especially having Donnarumma, who's not a sweeper keeper. Who's not gonna come out of his 18-yard box to
Do you
help.
think that's also another thing that Pep has had to adjust, in the sense of rather let's not play it out here as often because we don't have a goalkeeper, we don't have an Edison, who I'd say is 1-to-1 in terms of, okay, maybe not 1-to-1, but in the Premier League I'd say no one was able to do that effectively as well as Edison, and now you have a pure shot stopper. So at least you know that teams won't break you down that easily, even if they take a shot. But that he takes away in terms of that City style of play, in the sense of like, we're gonna build out from the back, we're gonna hit teams. I don't know, because obviously he plays long balls most of the time. And is it a thing of Pep is just saying, I don't mind compromising my what can I say, my philosophies, because I've already said and done it all. Like, I've destroyed the Premier League. I've done everything, so I can switch it up, especially after the season that they had last year.
And also the first few games, bro, Tottenham suffocated them with the press. And James Trafford, who is an adept like ball playing keeper.
He struggled. He found
himself caught out at times. And like we literally, bro, we're making a video on Diego Simeone trying to change the identity, the style of play of the club, Atletico Madrid. He's finding it difficult too.
Very.
Pep also, I think these are like growing pains for these managers. honestly, like, I've seen managers changing their style of plays, but it's just something about managers who have like such an ingrained style of play that makes it so difficult for you to change. But going back to the game, bro, I just feel like it was ineffective. I feel like if City could have come out, they could have given Arsenal a game, maybe even ended up with 3 points themselves. But
I think it's quite disappointing, the fact that they just kind of let Arsenal have the ball and have the game. And this is the same Man City team that would give us all-time classics against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Even some Manchester derbies and stuff. You just say that when they're at their best. So I don't know if I would like to think, just trying to rationalize it. It's a thing of we're just slowly. I think Pep did a press conference to say he doesn't give a damn about results. He just wants, which I don't think is true. But I think maybe an aspect of that in the sense of let's just get back to basics. Let's just get back to getting that cohesiveness amongst one another.
Yeah.
Before we sort of like get used to, again, I think the squad is reasonably the same from last year. I think a few additions in terms of Tijani Rangers, who has really fit like a glove. So I wouldn't say he counts. I think obviously the interesting thing is the fact that the back line is, how many defenders are there at a time, playing, so obviously maybe it's that thing of like, there's not much of that attacking impetus into the same way like a Kyle Walker giving you that width and stuff like that.
But like you mentioned, Kyle Walker, the quality, bro.
The quality as well.
The quality is also like, you mentioned those games where like they would give us like all-time classics. Leroy Sane and Sterling were running havoc down the wings. David Silva, the Maverick, Kevin De Bruyne, a creative outlet, and you'd have Fernandinho in there. Laporte, bro, I'd say one of the best ball-playing centre-backs I've seen in the Premier League.
At his peak, yeah.
Yeah, with company, Kyle Walker there, and Benjamin Mendy, and someone else at left back. But yeah, bro, Ruben Diaz, he's a quality defender, but he sort of needs like a progressor next to him.
Like a John Stones.
Yeah.
Which is why John Stones works so well with him.
But he's been off form. Vadio, he's sort of the same profile as Diaz. He also needs someone else to progress. He drives with the ball.
He drives very well with the ball, attackingly. In the other 18 yard, he's very good, very comfortable.
Yeah.
But that's why, most of the time, if he's not playing centre back, he's playing more left back.
Yeah.
Just because he's not a out and out centre back through and through.
Yeah.
He wasn't, even when they got him, he was playing in a back three with Leipzig.
Yeah, with Leipzig, yeah.
So I think it was a bit different then. And I think more than anything else, they still have a quality team, but. And I mean, again, you have a striker who's probably the most informed that he's been in a year, I'd say.
Yeah.
He's really looking like his best. He's looking sharp. But you're just thinking that, man, I'm looking at Arsenal, which let's just sort of move on to them.
Yeah.
They tried. They really tried.
Yeah, I
think they really, obviously playing, against a low block as heavy as that against Man City, you're saying that, okay, let's try and break them down. And I mean, they struggled, to be fair. I think there's another team, and I think just before we started shooting, you were just saying there was a certain omission that you took question with, specifically from Arteta's side, mainly.
You mean removing Madueke?
Oh, no, I'm saying not starting as.
Obviously, bro. Like, that's your number 10. You literally gave him the jersey number 10 to make him feel like I'm the one who's gonna be running things in midfield. Yeah. I'm gonna be the creative outlet. I'm gonna be creating chances for Gyökeres. We're gonna create a partnership. Leandro Trossard, yes, he came off the bench against Athletic Club, made an impact and all that. But Arsenal right now should be expecting to go to Athletic Club, coming back with a comfortable win and being able to say, let's get our top team back into the lineup, but reward him with minutes in a big game. Come on. That's something that I'm holding against Arteta, because it really stifled Victor Gyökeres.
He was really like what can I say, anonymous.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a thing of, it wasn't like the United game where he literally like he was bossed off the game. It was just a thing of he was not getting balls in in service for him to just at least like get at the end of opportunities.
Yeah.
He's having to fight duels with the Guardiolas and Diaz's and just not being protected, which I think again maybe naturally Arteta will sort of get used to like the strengths of Victor Gyökeres. I feel like a team like Arsenal need to play through a player like Victor Gyökeres, who's so clinical and can score you a lot of goals.
Yeah.
And I just feel like players like Eze, as you said, bring the best out of not only Gyökeres but everyone around the team. I think he's that player can just do a moment of magic from nothing that will be on like the blueprint or like whatever. He's just gonna do something instinctual. These are like your, what can I say, the grassroots or backyard players.
Yeah.
Just like so. It was quite disappointing, but even within, I'm just saying, you know, playing Mikel Merino, and you're just thinking, okay, Nani Madueke, who I'd say, you know, was more or less the most positive
in the first half.
Of the attacking players. Obviously, second half, Arteta didn't want to wait. Already had the full sale changes just to say, come on, let's just sort of like switch it up. And obviously, Saka came on. Still, I'd say maybe needs to build up his fitness, but even then, you know, still looked okay. But I don't know, man. I think, as you said before the beginning of the season, this is a team with the best depth in terms of squad, like squad options. And I just feel like I didn't see that, man. Obviously, the goal that they got, it was, you know, against another goal against the run of play. Yeah. A brilliantly taken goal by Martinelli. Interesting celebrations, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say.
You know,
with 5 minutes to go, you can still grab the 3 points.
Come on!
And show your intent for challenging for the league. But you celebrate, you take that moment. We're taking nothing against us now. If you want to celebrate it, celebrate.
No, I think, Shame, I think we've been for the past couple of years, you know, even that whole thing with the camera, it's like, just go back. What did Carragher say? He was like, go back into the dressing room, get your points, clap the fans. And it's like, hey man, let's not be the celebration police. We're just being like funny. But just in terms of the game itself, I'd just say it failed. I'd say this game has never really lived up to any of the hype, if I'm being honest, especially when Arsenal started becoming title challengers. And yeah, man, I think again these games are just getting a bit too tactical. They're just getting way too like specifically tactical, and you take for granted the Liverpool Man City games and how crazy it was. Teams that were tactical, but tactical in the sense of I want to score more than you.
But honestly, bro, those games there. I'm looking at the Roberto Firmino that side. I'm looking at the Kevin De Bruyne on this side.
Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
So the level, the level was far a peak. David Bernardo Silva. David Silva is fair enough.
I feel like these players need to get themselves to that level.
Okay. No, fair enough.
No coaching needs to be done. They themselves need to
players.
take grasp of these type of games. Not look to the manager to help them, which is what Eze did. Which is what if Ryan Shirky would have been involved in this game, which is what I would expect him. But Philip Foden was involved, and
Walter Foden.
Yeah,
man. No, he's
these are the players we're expecting to be at that level, bro.
Yeah, at a consistent level as well.
But, bro, if Doku is literally the big game trump card for City, where like if Doku gets the ball, yo guys, something's gonna happen. While Foden is on the pitch with all the hype. Yeah. But nonetheless, I just feel like this game, both managers clearly overcomplicated it. Honestly.
I think starting lineups and just the game.
Trossard and Madueke, those are 1v1 wingers, bro. This game needed someone who's gonna like try to get into a position and put in balls, connect with your 10, so that you can feed the striker, and that's something that they didn't do. Hopefully in the second half of the season, with these big games, with the teams already figured each other out for some say, we can get more entertaining games. I feel like it's been happening like all around Europe, except for the one, I think the Inter Juve game was the first big game in Serie A
that lived up to the hype.
But faithful, like. We need something, bro. We need even here at home, we complain Sundowns and Pirates. Like these coaches,
these games are just way too cagey for the hype and excitement that the fans are giving to it. For you guys to just want to sit back and feel the game. I think it's early in the season. There's no jeopardy.
Yeah.
So you taking a point away from home is not a bad result. But I mean, again, bro, like these are the games that the fans are up for the most.
Yeah.
And you wish or you would expect. That's why I will always say that the rivalry between not rivalry, but then Man City and Liverpool, those years were like, there's a reason why the Premier League was like has just like astronomically like taken front cream as like the best league in the world, just because we were getting those types of games with the best that we had to offer.
Yeah.
And I think unfortunately that just wasn't what was at disposal here. I think, I think even seeing here, man of the match, 7.6. That should say everything that you need to know in terms of the quality or lack thereof.
Who was your man of the match? I think Ezra was my man of the match.
I was about to say Ezra just because he added something different. He added, livelihood, which is why I'm so excited for that signing. And I'm trying to understand why Mikel Arteta is being cautious with someone who's fit. He's been playing games even before his transfer. There's no need to overcomplicate. Against this, these are the games that you have your full starting 11 against. You want to drop the head on Man City immediately at home. Right. This is the performance. So
Leandro Trossard should be coming off the bench for this game, bro.
And if anything, I just feel like Leandro Trossard, he just signed a new contract. He's a player who knows his best minutes and best moments are going to come off the bench.
I don't think he would have been fast if I had a great second half against Athletic Bilbao. I should be playing this game. No, Arteta, just tell him, bro, relax, we're going to need you in this. He's labeled them the finishers because Arteta doing Arteta things. But yeah, man.
But no, I think overall, I'd say a good result for City in the context of where they are in their season, still building themselves up. They'll be walking away, even if maybe they would have been disappointed conceding so late in the game. In the context, they would have probably taken a draw.
Yeah.
And I think for Arsenal, it's like the reactions were reversed because I'd say Arsenal were quite happy for the most part getting that result, but in the grander scheme, that doesn't really do much for them at home. When you I think obviously it's still early. I think Liverpool are on 15 points.
There's a 5-point gap now.
Already.
That's 2 games, bro.
Already. And you just wonder. Liverpool are going to be playing a few tricky games. I think they're playing United not too far along from here.
Yeah.
Along with, other... I'm not me saying tricky games and I say United. That's fair. But I mean, no, fair. But yeah, I think... Yeah, no, man. These teams, just not even just Arsenal. Both the teams just need to wake up, man. Because... As we said, man, we need to have that, that Premier League again, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Quality, bro.
Yeah.
I think quality goes down back to recruitment and scouting.
Scouting and stuff, yeah.
But Shirky is there.
Ryan Shirky
is there. Eze is there.
Eze is there.
Just the managers must just let the game be the players' game again, bro.
Yeah.
Let
them have their moments in the sun and let that be that. But yeah, man, that was just our brief thoughts on the game. I'd say us talking here was more interesting than just this game, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, it is what it is. Let us know what you guys think. What was your summation of the game? Fans of each club, I would like to hear what you guys are thinking specifically, how you looked at it. As we were looking at it as neutral, so please let us know what you guys think. But otherwise, for myself, Mo and VJ, hit no foul play. Stay tuned in.